Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be learning how to create a simple REST API in Spring Boot in under 5 minutes. For getting started, you need to hit the URL start.springboot.io in order to create your Spring initialized package. First of all, you need to select the type of your project. For this project, we'll be choosing the Maven and then head over to the Spring Boot version. We are going to choose the most stable version, the 3.4.1. And after that, you are going to choose your group. This group is going to be printed in your pom.xml file as your group ID. So try to choose a group ID that is going to be similar to your folder structure. For example, if you are using it in your GitLab, a CI/CD pipeline, try to choose the name of the folder in which all your apps have been stored. And then we can choose our name. We will be choosing the name of REST API, and then we can head over to the packaging. It will be either a packaging of RAR or jar. Any of them can be used. For this project, we'll be using a jar, and if your primary objective is to deploy it on a Tomcat server, try to go for the war file, or else will have to change the configuration in the pom.xml later. Then we are going to choose this Java version. For this project, let's use Java 17 as the most stable version with the Spring. After that, we are going to choose the dependency. For this project, let's just choose simple Spring Web dependency, as our primary objective is just to create a simple REST API. Then hit generate. Once you hit the generate, a zip file will be downloaded. Once the zip file has been downloaded, you just need to get to the zip file, unzip it to the folder of where you're going to work. Once you have done this, you're just going to open your project in your favorite IDE. For me, it is going to be the VS Code. And once you have opened this, it will take some time for the Java to be initialized. As you can see, Java activating extensions. The major extensions that can be used will be the Spring extensions pack. You can directly install it. Spring Boot extension pack. It will help also as an initializer, which we are going to see in the next video on how to use this directly. This will be one extension that you need to download for Java activation, and the next will be Java extension pack. This one. It will get you a Java runner, Maven for Java, debugger, and project manager for Java, and Gradle whenever you use it. So let's wait for this to get finished. In the meantime, let's create another folder where we'll be having our controller class, controller.java, where we are going to where we will define our REST API. It's still searching for some of the dependencies. First of all, you need to define various Java annotations in order to use various functionalities. For our project, in order to create a REST API, we are going to use the annotation REST controller. And once you have defined it as a REST controller service, you are going to define the mapping. Let's define the most basic one of get mapping, in which you will be hitting a small simple URL and going to get the data which you are going to fetch from here using a function. Public get first API. Return type will be of string, and then we are going to return a string with an HTML tag which will be passed by our web browser. Hello Spring World. Once it's done, you just need to come over to the code runner and choose the run Java. Choose your desired group ID which you want to run. This is one way of running. The other way of running would be to come in directly here and you can click this run program. The other ways of running this would be to create a launch.json file in your debug console, which you'll be seeing in the next video. Now let's hit the URL. Localhost 8080 is the default one. And here you can see the heading tag of Hello Spring World. In order to change the server port, for example, when 8080 will be occupied by some important application, you just head to the subfolder of resources, and under the resources you'll be going to application.properties, and in some cases application.yml, depending on the complexity of your project, and define your port. And once you have done that, you just need to rerun it. Let's run it from here directly. Yep, It works. And it started on the port 8091 with an embedded Tomcat server. Let's see. And it works like a charm. Thanks you. In the next video, we'll be looking on how you can create an NTML or NTLM authentication or APIs, and then we are going to define some of other mappings, including post, get, mapping, and some CRUD operations on this. Thank you. See you in the next video.